Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, Washington picked up a big win against Highland, but first, today's top stories. A representative from Main Street America visited Washington to discuss new accreditation requirements set to take effect in 2 years. Main Street America Program Officer for Revitalization Services, Jackie Sewart, highlighted the new standards offer more nuance compared to the current checklist. The revised standards focus on factors such as reflecting the community's demographics in the board of directors and their participation in funding and advocacy. The new expectations also include market data gathering activities and emphasize cultural preservation alongside building conservation. Sweetheart praised Washington for its spirit of collaboration, which she found unique compared to other communities. Main Street Board President Maddie Widmer expressed encouragement at the group's progress, particularly considering recent leadership changes. Main Street Washington Director Samantha Meyer acknowledged the achievable yet challenging nature of the new requirements and emphasized the need for attention to the budget as they integrated them. Financial growth and diversification, along with fundraising goals, are a top priority for the organization. In Mount Pleasant, Henry County, the closure of the dump station and shower house at South Shore Park hasn't deterred visitors from enjoying the county parks this summer. The county parks remain busy despite the inconvenience, according to Caleb Waters, the Henry County Conservation Director. Waters presented a request to the Henry County Board of Supervisors to utilize funds from the American Rescue Plan Act for fixing the facilities, although the availability of the funds is uncertain due to the other department's funding needs. Waters noted an increase in campers staying throughout the week thanks to improvements such as new fire rings and addition of murals in the parks. The Conservation Department is currently preparing for the upcoming 4th of July weekend and is in the process of hiring a replacement for the recently departed Henry County naturalist. Numerous summer camps and events are also scheduled, including art camps, nature exploration, and guided walks. Riverside hosted the 38th edition of Trek Fest, attracting sci-fi enthusiasts dressed as Starfleet officers, Bajorans, and futuristic baseball players. Despite concerns about an approaching storm front, the event saw a strong turnout. Travis Regan, the chair of Trek Fest 38, mentioned that the park was full both days, with various activities, food trucks, and vendors drawing people in. Attendees expressed their enjoyment of the event, highlighting the opportunity to connect with others who share their hobby. Riverside, known as the future birthplace of Captain James T. Kirk, became a hub for photos at the Kirk birthplace marker, live entertainment at Hall Park, and a Q&A session with celebrity guests at the Riverside Fire Station. Participants appreciated the camaraderie in the festival atmosphere, which celebrated the values of diversity and inclusivity championed by Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry. Fireworks usage rules and guidelines have been issued by the Henry County Sheriff's Department and the Mount Pleasant Police Department in Mount Pleasant. Individuals are allowed to use fireworks only on their own property or with permission on other properties. In Henry County, fireworks can be used from June 1st to July 8th between 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. However, on July 1st, 2nd, and 4th, and the 8th, the usage time is extended until 11 p.m. In the city of Mount Pleasant, the permitted usage times are further restricted to June 21st to July 6th from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. The extended curfew of 11 p.m. is only applicable on July 1st, 2nd, and 4th within the city limits. The public is reminded that calling 911 for non-emergency situations, such as fireworks noise, debris, sleep disruption, or upset pets, is not appropriate. Instead, the non-emergency number 319-385-2712 should be used for reporting firework misuse, while 911 calls should be preserved for emergencies. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
When you aspire to be a dancer, you are both an artist and an athlete. Your strength combines with beauty and grace seamlessly. Your efforts result in enhanced coordination, the ability to cooperate and compromise with others, and the confidence to perform in front of an audience. Not to mention the fun you will have and the lifelong friendships you will develop. We are enrolling now for fall classes, and we would love to see you shine like the star that you are. Join us for dance and tumbling at Stairway to the Stars. Please visit our website for online registration.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors, so call her.
Hello and welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, your 5-day forecast, but first, obituaries. D&P Arbogast of Wayland passed away on June 23rd at the age of 81. A graveside service will be held at 2 p.m. July 1st at the Schrock Cemetery. The Beatty Peterson Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Waverly Camille Hoskin of Keosauqua passed away on June 22nd at the age of 94. A funeral service will be held at 10:30 a.m. June 27th at Pedrick Funeral Home. Elsie Rand Kephart of Kyoto passed away on June 17th. A private funeral service will be held at Prairie View Church on June 24th. Ann Chambers Lee of Washington passed away on June 25th at the age of 73. A celebration of life will be held at 10:30 a.m. June 28th at the Jones and Eden Funeral Home. Cody Lee Moeller of St. Paul passed away on June 24th at the age of 16. Arrangements are pending at the Schmitz Funeral Home. Veblen McRides of Fairfield passed away on June 22nd at the age of 65. No services will be held. Benner Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Betty M. Holleran of Riverside passed away on June 25th at the age of 71. A memorial service will be held at 11 a.m. July 1st at the Peterson Funeral Home. Levi Allen Bechtold of Riverside passed away on June 23rd at the age of 17. Services are pending at the Jones and Eden Funeral Home. Dorothy Ann LeBry of Butte, Montana passed away on April 15th at the age of 94. A funeral mass was held on April 21st in Montana. Carol Ann Overlander of Stockport passed away on June 22nd at the age of 88. A funeral service will be held at 11 a.m. June 30th at the Cranston Pedrick Funeral Home. Those obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. Today, it has begun to warm up again with a high of 86 and mostly sunny skies. Tomorrow, there's a chance of rain in the morning and the high will be 87. Temperatures will creep back into the 90s on Thursday and will be mostly cloudy. There's a chance of scattered thunderstorms on Friday evening and the high will be 87. And the storms will carry over into Sunday, and it will be 82. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports. Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross, Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports. In Fort Madison on Monday night, the Mount Pleasant softball team suffered defeats in both games, losing 11-1 and 10-2. The Panthers faced a challenging Southeast Conference matchup as the Fort Madison Bloodhounds displayed a dominant offense throughout the evening. In the first game, the Bloodhounds swiftly scored 5 runs in the opening inning and added 3 more in the second, leaving Mount Pleasant unable to mount a comeback. Although the Panthers managed to score 1 run in the 5th inning, it was insufficient to extend the game. Addison Clark contributed a hit and an RBI in the loss, while Jersey Beachy and Jolyn Martin also recorded hits. Maya Starr pitched for 3.1 innings, allowing 10 runs, 7 which were earned, on 9 hits with 2 strikeouts. Tyler Alter pitched 4.2 innings, conceding 1 run, one of which was earned, on 1 hit. In the second game, both teams remained scoreless until the bottom of the 3rd inning when Fort Madison scored 2 runs to take the lead, which they held on to until the end. The Bloodhounds added 5 more runs in the 5th inning, securing a 7-0 advantage. In the 6th inning, Mount Pleasant scored 2 runs with Jolyn Martin and Ella McNamee contributing RBIs. However, Fort Madison sealed the victory with 3 more runs in the bottom of the 6th. Jolyn Martin had a strong performance for the Panthers, going 2 for 3 with an RBI, while Ella McNamee recorded a hit and an RBI. Kinley White, Addison Clark, Emma Starr, and Jaden Hausch each had 1 hit. Martin pitched the entire game for Mount Pleasant, allowing 10 runs, 5 of which were earned, on 14 hits with 3 strikeouts. The losses dropped the Panthers' season record to 4-22 overall and 1-13 in Southeast Conference play. In Washington's home tournament on Saturday, the Washington and Highland softball teams met for the first time since 2020. The game was a closely contested battle, with Washington ultimately securing a 4-3 victory over Highland. Washington took an early lead, but Highland responded to tie the game. The Demons scored 2 runs in the 5th inning, but Highland once again countered to equalize it at 3-3. Washington secured the game-winning run in the bottom of the 6th inning, and relief pitcher Hallie Cutterback earned the save as Highland couldn't respond. Billa Salazar started the game for Washington, pitching 5 innings and contributing a double. Ella Griner went 3 for 4 with an RBI, while Leighton Salazar and Kendall Hendrickson also had productive performances. For Highland, Lily Barr went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. In their next game against Davenport West, Washington held an early lead but ultimately lost 6-5. Olivia Anderson stood out with 2 hits and 3 RBIs, while Colby Griner started in the circle for Washington. That is the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been your news break, and I'll see you next time.